Hi guys, so welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I wanted to cover on how to get an interview with hospital pharmacy with or without experience, because I feel like that is one of the most concern that you guys have on my comments and all that stuff. So in today's video, I'm gonna go ahead and show you all the tricks and tips that I have done to get myself a job, even though I didn't have no experience at all. And also, I just recently got a job with another hospital, so I'm going to go ahead and throw it out there, what I did before and during the interview. So with that being said, I really hope you're going to find this video helpful in some way. So basically, I picked one hospital, I applied online, and I waited for 2 weeks and I didn't hear anything back, so I decided to call the hospital pharmacy. And I asked for manager. I was like, can I speak to anybody that's in charge of hiring? And that's when one of the pharmacists actually transferred me to the director of pharmacy instead of just a manager. And I was like pretty surprised, and he actually told me that he never really got any applications, and he would ask me if I mind to just come by and drop off my resume. So when I dropped by and dropped off my resume, I was making sure that I seemed to be very interested in the job, and I sounded like I was really sincere to learn anything, so they actually gave me an interview right there and then when I was dropping off my resume. While we were interviewing though, there was 2 other managers. So there was 3 people in there with me trying to ask me a whole bunch of questions. I was really pressured. I never had anything like that. Well, that's how I actually did to get the job or any job that I want. I applied, waited for 2 weeks. If I really want the job like I did with this one hospital, I will call them and check on them to make sure that they actually got my application. If they say no, then you should ask, how should I do this? Like, do I apply again? How do I make sure that you will get it the second time? Or can I stop by to drop my resume or anybody I can talk to, like an HR or something like that? Other than that, when you actually get an interview, make sure you present yourself really well. Make sure that you look like you are desperate to learn, because you don't have any experience, so you have to show them that you are willing to learn anything and do anything that they teach you in this new environment that you've never been exposed to. You can't just be in there and trying to look like a smart ass and like you don't really know anything. Really be yourself, but make sure that be the best of yourself when you go in there. Like, you never know who's watching. You never know the first time you come in there, dropping up your resume, and boom, right there you get an interview. The second thing I want to talk about is what do they ask and how to respond to interview questions and stuff like that. So basically, there are 3 main questions that they always ask in the hospital for some reason. Number 1 is why us? Like, why do you choose this hospital? So you gotta be really passionate about it. You gotta be like, oh, you know, like I was a patient here, or I know somebody that was a patient here. The nurses are really welcoming. They do such a good job. You want it to be something like a part of something great. Like, you're just gonna have to kiss the ass. And then really though, like, you really wouldn't want to work for a bad hospital, because you will look bad too, you know. So make sure that you really like the hospital. Then we'll also ask, what are your plans for the next 5 years? So be smart about it. You gotta say that, well, I always sincerely say this as I really mean it, that in the next 5 years I see myself as a pharmacist to be working for you guys. If you don't plan to be a pharmacist, you can always say that I plan to become somebody that in charge of all the other pharmacy technicians. Just ask yourself those questions. If you were somebody that hires somebody else, what would they say that makes you want to hire them? And then the next thing that we'll say is that if there are 2 different candidates that are competing for the job, why you and not the other person? And this is the part, like I said, you have to present yourself really well. Not only that you have to gas yourself up, hype yourself up, but you cannot say anything bad about the other person. Like, for me, if anybody asks me that question again, I would say that it's because I can see myself working and dedicate to my job. Like, I just say something that really sincerely from my heart, and actually something that I wanted to set myself up to be successful, like to succeed as a pharmacy technician and as well as a pharmacist in the future. So by doing that, presenting yourself really well, talking about yourself, like just give them a lot of hope and stuff like that, truth hope. Like, don't give somebody false hope, because that's kind of messed up, but just talk like that and I'm sure you will get a job if you really sincerely sincerely. If you want something really badly, you're gonna get it. So don't let the no experience and all that stuff hold you back. Everybody gotta start somewhere. But yeah, with that being said, I really hope you find this video helpful in some way. If you did, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. With that being said, I really hope to see you again in my next video. Ciao!